Hello guys. Hello guys. It's me, Matt Spiner, your YouTube educator as well as reactor. Thought I'd react to some of my 3 favorite YouTube channel, the videos that they made. This is the top 15 disturbing 911 phone calls, top 5 celebrities allegedly killed by the Illuminati by top 5 unknowns, and this was by Top15s, the video that I'm hold on, let me set this up again. Alright, so it's going to be a different video this time than what I originally planned. I'm instead going to react to the top 15 scariest video game glitches, the top 5 celebrities that were allegedly killed by the Illuminati, and the 5 space discoveries and mysteries that could prove alien life exists. This is the video that I mentioned at the end, the space discoveries and mysteries one is by Top5s. The 5 celebrities killed by the Illuminati, allegedly killed by the Illuminati, is by top 5 unknowns. And last of all Top15s made the top 15 scariest video game glitches. So without further ado, let's react to. Well, this one's going to be set up a little bit different than what most reactions are. I'm not going to show you the footage that I'm reacting to because you guys can imagine me doing it. A reaction. You guys can imagine it yourself. So let's just begin.
Number 15. Teleporting Watson, Sherlock Holmes' nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
The game allows players to switch between Holmes and his assistant Watson. However, an oversight during production meant the developers neglected to put any walking animation to Watson's AI.
Okay.
Since the game requires Watson and Holmes to be within close proximity, Watson will seemingly teleport behind the player once they moved far enough away. Players have made comparisons to Slender Man for the stalking-like behavior and motion.
I don't have an editing software, so that's why this one is going to be edited a little bit differently than what you see most reactions are. Because let's just face it, I have no money.
Stance Watson has as he stares at the player. Moving from room to room, players cannot escape the fast reflexes of Watson's AI, and he will constantly appear by the player's side, no matter how far they go or how fast. Developers never released a patch to add walking script to Watson, and have never announced their intention to do so. Thus, the glitch will remain there for players to discover. Number 14. The Suicide Photographer, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. This NPC is located near the border between Flint County and Los Santos, on the opposite side of the road of a small trailer park. The NPC's appearance varies, and many different skins have been discovered, from elderly persons to farmers to business people. The photographer can be observed taking several pictures of the river and horizon beyond it, before suddenly walking into the water to its death. The actual cause of the glitch is unknown, though it's credited as a simple walking path error, causing the person to walk straight ahead and drown. Many gamers have speculated to the reason of the suicidal photographer, and many have gone.
Well, the simple answer for why he does this is because he just hates his existence and he just wants to be over with it.
So far as to create extensive backstories in an attempt to explain.
Oh, and also I should tell you guys that I'm actually gonna do educational videos. Like I'll do educational videos about ghosts and serial killers and other stuff in the daylight. As of right now, it's 6:02. I mean 7:02 from where I live. So this is just a reaction. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far.
In his behavior, or give meaning to why such a strange occurrence would be included in the game. The suicidal photographer can be found at any time of the day and has not been removed in any patches released since San Andreas hit the shelves. Number 13. Jibs, Fallout 3. When you kill someone in the game, save your game, then immediately load said save, the game's mechanics will sometimes forget to scatter the body parts around the map, and they will return to the default position. This glitch works best if players have the Bloody Mess perk, which increases chances of critical hits and will cause enemies to explode into a mass of body parts. Sometimes the glitch will take on AI characteristics, and the player will have the ability to speak with it, depending on whether or not the player had the ability to enter dialogue with the NPC. It's even been known to float around in various directions, though remain in the default position for the duration of the glitch, though most of the time Jibs will just stand there and do nothing. The name Jibs is short for giblets, common gaming term used to describe the scattered body parts one will find in video games where dismemberment is possible. Number 12. Manimals, Red Dead Redemption. Players of this popular Western third-person
That is
shooter
weird.
have observed a variety of humanoid NCPs acting like animals around the map. The most frequent are people flying in the sky, their legs bent at the knees and arms out, flapping like wings.
That is
When
weird.
players shoot these bizarre creatures down, they can collect bird feathers from the bodies. The most disturbing glitches discovered include the donkey people and cougar men. These rare glitched NPC appear to have contorted bodies and faces, some with their eyes appearing to bulge out of their skull. The NPCs make their respective animal noises, and the cougar men will chase the player around, growling and pouncing in attempts to kill them. Others have reported manimals mimicking snakes, horses, and bears. On the opposite end, the Fort Mercer hideout side mission will sometimes spawn a floating coyote with a Mexican accent wielding a rifle, and will assist the player to clear the fort out. This NPC
That is weird.
remains mostly
That is very
motionless
weird.
in a more default position, flying around killing bandits. Number 11. Bugged Intro, Fallout New Vegas. In early versions of the gameplay introduction with Dr. Mitchell and the player would bug out, causing Mitchell's head to spin around horizontally as if his bones suddenly turned into elastic. Once Mitchell stood up to lead the player around the home, he would float in a paranormal-like matter, with his head continually spinning and sometimes fixing in place completely upside down. The NPC would follow the player around the home and wouldn't stop until the player exited.
Alright. This is bugging me out.
Into the Mojave wasteland. The dialogue would continue as normal, though the movements would appear unsettling and downright scary, especially to first-time players. Developers quickly acted upon discovering the issue and released a patch fixing the broken AI, thus completely eradicating the bug and preventing it from occurring since.
Ugh.
Number 10. Alma Glitch, Fear 2. In the first mission
Creepy little girl. Creepy little
of the
girl.
game, players will find a swimming pool in the penthouse floor and be shown
No,
a
I can't look
nightmarish
at the
vision
creepy ghost
of
girl.
Alma walking towards the player before returning to the actual gameplay.
You
On
guys
some occasions,
listen to what he's
Alma's
saying.
AI won't disappear after the scene, and she'll follow the player around, pale face, white eyes, and red dress. No explanation has been found for the glitch, and Alma does no harm to the player, just creeps the living daylights out of them as she slowly walks towards you, staring you straight in the eyes. If players stop and let Alma catch up to them, she will stand there in a staring contest until the player finally leaves the area and continues the mission. For a game already designed to scare people, this glitch has become rather effective in giving fans a bonus scare.
That's an
There's always searching for more.
That's some shivers down my spine.
Number 9. Riften Honeyside Manor Mannequins, Skyrim. Is it the name of the location isn't creepy enough? Players will find several mannequins in the basement, which the players can place armor on. The more players visit the house, the more likely the glitch will occur. The mannequins will soon begin walking around and following the player, more often than not startling them, since they can sneak up on players from behind while searching cabinets and chests. Players originally
Now that's creepy. That's weird and that's very creepy and very scary.
speculated this was purposely placed in the game as some sort of hidden legend surrounding the house. However, Bethesda Softworks confirmed it was a glitch in the game that turns on the mannequin AI, as they use the same one as regular NPCs throughout the game. The code used to turn off the walking and movement animation would sometimes fail, allowing them to walk around
Oh, jeepers. Okay, let me show you what it's like. Look at that. There are like multiple of them. You probably can't see it very well.
and stare at players, though no reports of conversation has happened.
Oh, that was creepy. You guys probably couldn't see it well,
Then
but
returning
I
or
could.
activating armor placement from their default positions. Number 8.
Alright, I'm not gonna finish the rest of this video, but we're now moving on to the second video, which is by Top 5 Unknowns, 5 celebrities allegedly killed by the Illuminati. So here it is.
The Illuminati, a secret society formed in 1776, their goals were to oppose superstition and religious influence over public life and abuse of state power. Believed to have dramatically declined by the late 1780s, the Illuminati remains active today, but it's believed there are only a small number of members. However, people believe other...
I heard about a guy who claimed he was an Illuminati boy, but no, he's no longer that. He used to be a member of the Illuminati, but no, he's no longer that. He's instead a meme kid 1-for-1.
Otherwise, and there is a huge conspiracy theory about the Illuminati. Some people think the Illuminati are controlling major events that occur in the world, such as the 9/11 attacks, the French Revolution, and the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Okay.
It's thought that they caused these events in order to control the public so they can plot their new world order.
That sounds really crazy. My kind of crazy.
It's also believed the Illuminati control the media. This ranges from everything from music videos to films. Due to this, it's alleged they control several celebrities and political figures. In response to this, if a celebrity...
Obama looks weird. Here, let me show you. Yep. That's weird right there. Alright, I've decided that this right here is a good angle for you guys to watch, so let's begin.
8. Dismembered torso. Dead Space 2. A rather fitting glitch, considering the dismemberment strategy of the game. Players have encountered problems when entering the armor upgrade stations scattered around the game. Upon entering the chamber, players have exited, finding their bodies have been cut in half, sometimes missing limbs. The player can continue the game as normal, if in a more grotesque manner than before. The cause of this glitch is unknown, and the only way to fix it is to reload from your last save point. The player's innards and broken bones are visible in a bloody mess, and the helmet remains floating. The sight is similar to a grotesque depiction of a ghost out of a horror.
Isaac Clarke, you feeling okay there, buddy? No? I'm not surprised.
Horror story, except this time, you're in control of this ungodly sight. This glitch has become popular amongst fans and was actively sought in order to be triggered. Number 7. Ghost
Another GTA San Andreas one.
Cars. Grand
Ghost
Theft Auto
Cars.
San Andreas.
I remember this one.
In the backwood areas around San Andreas, players can find abandoned,
Yep, definitely remember that glitch.
damaged cars deep in the forest. If you view the cars from a distance, there is a chance you'll see the cars drive into their position and stop, with no drivers inside. Considering the many eerie locations around the San Andreas map, many have speculated these are ghost cars and were deliberately placed in the game as part of a hidden lore surrounding the state's history. Rockstar Games denied these claims and told players the cars are simply there to provide the typical backwoods atmosphere of beat-up and abandoned vehicles that one might find in a
This
real-world
beanie
location.
is so itchy.
Their movement was simply caused by the steep hills they spawned on, nothing paranormal in the game's code. This has not deterred gamers, and a mod was released for the game, allowing players to be chased by the cars, and for them to take on a sinister paranormal characteristic.
That's creepy. Oh yeah, I know what this one is. It's the hanging.
Number 6. Luigi's Hanging Shadow.
Yeah, look, that right there is Luigi's hanging shadow. Basically, in Luigi's Mansion, you have to go and answer a phone call, and then when lightning strikes, there's Luigi's shadow right there. It's meant to be a very scary glitch.
Luigi's Mansion. During the course of the game, lightning will briefly lighten the room, casting a shadow of Luigi. Upon entering the attic, the shadow will appear halfway up the wall and will mimic the sight of a hanging body from the ceiling. Luigi's shadow will have its arms by its side, legs hanging down, and his head facing slightly upwards. This
Creepy.
glitch has caused gamers to theorize the entire game takes place in some sort of hell or purgatory for Luigi, who hanged himself before the game begins, and his soul is now trapped in the mansion until he brings the other spirits to rest.
Now that would be a scary twist for this game. That would be a totally scary twist for this game. Not that the game's already scary enough. I'm certain it's very scary, but I think this would have scared more players than it ever did before.
However, developers revealed the shadow was simply an oversight in development that wasn't spotted until after release, and was simply the shape of Luigi's model in the default position. Number 5.
Alright, well, I've had enough of that video, and now it's time to move on to this one right here.
Celebrity acts out, then it's believed the Illuminati killed them as part of a sacrifice. Now remember, these are theories, so they may not make sense or add up. Number 5. Bruce Lee, film star, martial artist, legend. His untimely death came on July 20th, 1970.
That's one word to describe Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and Jackie Chan. All three of them, legendary. They're all legendary martial artists, and they'll forever be remembered for that. That's all I've got to say.
3. Bruce was only 32 years old. Ever since his
32, that's so young.
death, there have been several conspiracy theories surrounding it, as it is really suspicious. First, we will take a look at the official report, then the theories. While in Hong Kong recording parts of his film Enter the Dragon, Bruce collapsed. As he was known to suffer from seizures and headaches, he was rushed to the hospital. After a few tests, the doctors diagnosed him with a cerebral edema. A cerebral edema, otherwise known as brain swelling, is an excess accumulation of fluid between spaces of the brain, which causes it to swell.
I don't know about you, but that sounded very similar to an angioedema.
The doctors prescribed him medicine, and he was allowed to leave. 2 months later, on the 20th of July, Bruce went to actress Betty Ting's house to read over a script for his upcoming movie, The Game of Death. He started to complain of a headache, so Betty gave him an unusual painkiller. It contained both aspirin and a tranquilizer. He then went to lay down to have a nap. When he didn't turn up for a dinner he had planned, producer and friend of Bruce Lee, Raymond Chow, went to Betty's house, but he was unable to wake Bruce up. They then called in a doctor, who spent 10 minutes trying to revive Lee. He was then sent to the hospital, but was pronounced dead on the scene. Doctors said his brain had swelled by an increase of 13%. In 2005, 32 years after his death, Raymond Chow claimed Bruce died from an allergic reaction to the painkiller that was given to him. His death was ruled as death by misadventure. This caused quite a bit of controversy, and people lashed out demanding more autopsies to be performed, but they were never granted. Due to Bruce Lee's iconic status, many conspiracy theories stemmed from his death. Some involve the Chinese mafia.
See, this is why that kid had told me one time he never wanted to come back to Illuminati after he found out about all this.
Triads. It's believed they had him murdered when he refused to follow their orders. There is also a theory called the Lee family curse. This theory hints that Bruce Lee's family's bloodline is cursed. This is how the Illuminati theory goes. There are actually 2 theories, and they are both crazy. Theory 1. As Bruce Lee's popularity grew, he became a megastar in the 1970s. Kids from New York to Australia wanted to do martial arts as they were heavily influenced by him.
Well, good luck for all those kids who did, because I'm glad they did that.
Due to this, it's thought that the Illuminati had contacted him as they wanted to control his media by placing subliminals and other brainwashing techniques in them. Bruce refused as he is an honest man, and due to this, they murdered him. It's believed their choice of murder was poison.
Okay, I never noticed that before when watching this video, and I'm not even joking, I didn't notice that at all. Anyway, let's keep continuing.
The second theory ties in with the family curse theory. Some theorists believe Bruce Lee's bloodline is cursed. The strange thing about this theory is that Bruce said that since a young age, he felt as if he was being followed by a demon. This theory...
Could that demon be the Illuminati?
Ties in with the Illuminati...
Coincidence? I think not.
Theory, as people believe that Bruce Lee had blue blood, and for this reason, he was superior.
Blue blood. Blue blood. A person of noble birth or noble birth. Okay.
Due to this, the Illuminati wanted him dead.
So let me read what it says. Blue blood is no guarantee of any particular competence or expertise. Plural noun. Blue bloods. Plural noun. Blue bloods. The city blue bloods didn't like him. Okay, those
Also,
were the
Bruce Lee's
definitions
son,
of.
Brandon Lee, died in a rather strange way when he was only 28. While filming for his movie The Crow, he was shot to death when a prop gun accidentally fired. If you want more information about his death, then be sure
You can click on this video. 5 more videos you're banned from watching by Top5 unknowns.
to check out this video of ours. Number 4.
And it's Anna Nicole Smith that's next. If you want to see what happens at the rest of this video, you can search up 5 celebrities allegedly killed by the Illuminati by Top5 unknowns. You can also go here and search up top 15 scariest video game glitches by Top15s. Now for the final one by my favorite mysterious YouTuber of all time, Top5s. In fact, I even went as far as getting this merch, because I'm such a fan. Anyway, no talking. Let's begin.
I'm starting this video a little differently because I have some exciting news.
Okay.
You may have seen me wearing the Top5s hoodie in some of my videos.
Oh my god!
Because I have some exciting news.
I think we just got half of
You may have seen me
Top5's
wearing the
face.
Top5s
Let's see.
hoodie in some of my
Look! That's just half of his face. Nose. Eyebrow.
videos.
Alright, so judging by what I
Ever since I
saw.
first showed it, I've had hundreds of people asking me where they can get one. Well, I'm super excited to release the new store tab on the Top5's website. But if you do decide to get a video and ready to cheat, space is a truly fascinating.
I think we just got half of Top5's face. Okay, so judging by what I just saw, I would love to describe it to you, but I feel like I would disrespect him, so I'm not going to.
Place and is constantly proving to us that we are a million miles away from understanding what's going on out there.
I would love to go up to space and just dance to some music.
Just full of mysteries, and although I've mentioned a few in some previous videos, these 5 are a little different. These mysteries and discoveries are not only still unexplained, but
Death Star
also
up on Earth.
incorporate the possibility of extraterrestrials being responsible for them. The more I researched for this video, the more I was blown away. And you're going to want to stay for number 1, because it could be one of the first times aliens have been publicly considered by top scientists.
Okay.
Unexplained radio signals from space. We have all heard of the WOW signal and are probably tired of hearing about it now, but there is a much more.
I've never heard about it. Me, Matt Spiner? No, never heard about that. I would love to know about what the WOW signal is. Someone tell me that, please.
Interesting signal that for over 10 years has been reaching Earth and baffling scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Initially it was thought that the signals were the result of a glitch in the telescope instruments, but after years of analysing, astronomers accept that these signals do actually exist and are known as fast radio bursts. Radio emissions that are not only very infrequent, but are also very hard to find. Now, it's not fully understood what exactly is producing these signals, although it's widely believed that they originate several billion light years away.
Yeah.
To date, only 11 of these radio pulses have been officially recorded around the world, but the most recent of these signals has renewed the interest of scientists and UFO enthusiasts. They were picked up in Australia using a Parkes radio telescope, and the first signal came as a
That's where I live, Australia. I live there.
double blast of waves followed by 4 single bursts.
Okay.
Until these recent signals, scientists thought they were caused by a cataclysmic event, such as neutron stars colliding and causing a one-off explosion. But this has now been dismissed with the discovery of these multiple bursts. This is now the driving force behind further research in fast radio bursts, and scientists are keen to pinpoint exactly where these waves are coming from. And with the help of 3 massive telescopes, research starts this year in 2016.
Yeah.
So what do you think the signals could be? There are many who want to believe that the waves are coming from extraterrestrial technology, and this theory hasn't been dismissed. And the fact that scientists are spending so much money on something that happens so infrequently makes you wonder if they also want to believe this theory.
I think it is alien life. I think it's like, because I mean, those sounds like coming from space. no other human. I mean, there's definitely not a whole lot of like space stations that can that have like a lot of like spacecraft that can make that sound. So I'm guessing alien life just billions of light years away. That's what I'm guessing. I am definitely believing that theory. I definitely believe in that theory just as much as I believe in ghosts.
Ceres. Every planet in and outside of the Earth's solar system can be classed as a mystery. A mystery in the fact that in reality we know very little about them. In fact, we know very little about our own planet, let alone all of the others.
True. Very true. There's still some places that we've unexplored due to how, even though we have like so much like stuff that we've made. Oh, and also there are many disappearances that we still have not solved at all yet.
But there's one planet that really sticks out to astronomers, and it's called Ceres. Ceres is a dwarf planet that is located between Mars and Jupiter.
So it's right there where the arrow, where the red arrow is, and where my finger is, right there.
590 miles or 950 kilometers across, and was first spotted in 1801 by Sicilian astronomer Father Giuseppe Piazzi. And since then, it has sparked many questions that have been left unanswered. One of the main ones is the fact that Ceres is thought to have a layer of subsurface ice or water. As you know, water is something scientists look for on other planets, as where there is water, there is an increased possibility of life existing or once being present. Since there are many signs that Ceres is covered in subsurface water, you can see why NASA are excited to explore it. Just imagine all of that water and there being absolutely no form of life there. It's entirely possible, but does sound hard to believe. Also, if there is water on the dwarf planet, then there is a theory that Ceres was responsible for bringing water to Earth.
Okay.
To add to its wonders, when the Dawn space probe reached the dwarf planet in March 2015, a whole host of new mysteries were brought forward. The biggest being, as it approached the planet, several mysterious bright spots inside craters were observed. It was unlike anything seen before, and there was no obvious sign as to what they were. Thoughts on what the glowing spots are range from a white mineral compound beneath Ceres' top layer to highly reflective salts, and the thought that the lights are being emitted from an underground base home to another life form. Although that one may sound a bit far-fetched, NASA have said that they do not know what exactly the glowing is, and to add to the mystery, it was recently reported that the brightness of the lights has been changing in intensity, reducing the odds that it is a mineral compound. Among the bright spots, the Dawn probe also spotted something that no one expected to see, a huge 3 to 4 mile high dome that has been labelled the Lonely Planet. How or why it was formed is unknown, and it stands there on its own on the barren planet. So that is a few of the many mysteries Ceres has shown us, and I'm sure with our increasing interest to research the dwarf planet, many more exciting mysteries will be brought forward in the years to come.
Me, I think it's it's just a natural made rock formation. A naturally made rock formation. That's what I think. And for those lights, I think they're just glowing space trash. Just glowing space trash. Just that's it.
Music on the Moon. The Apollo 10 mission was a testing the ground that preceded Apollo 11.
Okay.
It launched on May 8, 1969, and was sent up to test all of the technology and components that had been put in place for the upcoming moon landing. Its successful mission enabled Apollo 11 to make, depending on your beliefs, the first moon landing in July of that year. So although it's not well known, Apollo 10 was a very important mission and also held the record for the highest speed achieved by a manned vehicle, when it attained speeds of up to 24,791 miles per hour during its return from the moon. But although the mission has gone relatively unknown, there was a mysterious incident that happened during the Apollo 10 mission, an incident that was kept a secret until 2008. It seems
until 2008, like 10 years ago. Why was it kept for so long? What? Why did they not let it? Why did they not reveal it at all until 10 years ago? Until just about 10 years ago. What? I don't get it.
It wasn't just mission control that the astronauts heard through their headsets.
Okay.
They also heard mysterious and unexplained music that to this day no one can explain. The sound was first heard as the capsule was on the far side of the moon. The astronauts, as expected, lost radio communication with Earth, and during the hour of lost contact, the astronauts can be heard discussing what they are hearing. It's obvious that it is not...
Alright, let's see. That music sounds outer spacey. doesn't it? You better hear that whistling sound. Yes. Woohoo! Did you hear that whistling sound too? Yes. Sound like, outer space type music. I wonder what it is.
Not the normal sounds of space that they are familiar with, so what was it? There are a couple of theories, including magnetic fields or atmosphere causing issues with the headsets, although this has been dismissed as the moon does not have enough atmosphere to cause any issues and has virtually no magnetic field. Other speculation has centered around aliens or some other form of life that we are not aware of interfering with the astronauts' equipment. Take a listen to the actual audio.
Alright, here we go. The volume is up to its fullest, people.
That music even sounds outer spacey, doesn't it? You hear that? That whistling sound? Yeah. Woo! Richard. Yeah, it sounds like, outer space type music. Well, that sure is weird music. No. It's a whistling, like an outer space type thing.
To date, there is no explanation for what it was, and NASA seemed concerned enough about the recordings to keep them hidden from the public for over 3 decades.
For 3 decades, to me, I think that's just aliens. I think that's aliens. Using their technology, just going like firing like lasers or something. That's what lasers sounds like. They just go. So yeah, guys, that was my reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry if it's about 31 minutes and 40 seconds, about 50 seconds long now. But I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, this time I can educate you on ghosts. So, bye.